matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinals. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UCLA's offense will have first crack at this one. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long. So I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Bruins decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. So Stanford's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pucks it out of the air. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm fine.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big time.
Fighting off the defender. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. On the run, it's Gomez. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Stanford going back to work with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Stanford! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
It's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Takes an easy one to the back. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses, too, throwing it. You've got to be able to make good decisions. You've got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here.
There he goes. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It's complete to the left. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Quick completion to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Motion from the wideout. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here from my running back, make the game easy.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. He's got it on the right. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
He's got it inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. This time they'll go to the running game. And they'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! Lining up for the PAT.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UCLA will go back to work on offense. find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good vision and determination there. His way up to the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right on the money. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Powers through. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Bruins have this offense rolling. Holds and fires complete to the right.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
All the way back to his 5-yard line. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man. It's Ferguson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. It's Gomez. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Caught behind the line. It's Ferguson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Stanford quickly to the line.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
To the air on second down. Fires to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. On target to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Caught. Oh, he's got some space. Pass the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bruins.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Skips away from pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Hauls it in. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with third and 4. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on third and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. At the 35, he's loose. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. UCLA. Stanford going back to work with another first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
He's going to take off. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. He's looking to pass. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got his man quickly. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Stanford!
That is a big-time gamble, man. I was second-guessing the head coach deciding to go for that and not just kick the field goal in the last play of the first half, but he trusts the big fellas up front. They decide to run the ball. They get movement, and he plows his way in for a touchdown, and with it, take the lead on the final play of the first half.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Stanford Stadium.
The Bruins will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Gomez. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneaked the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Gets it past the marker. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll try to pop the draw. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Cardinal come to the line, needing a few inches to move the sticks. They try to pop a run on the draw. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run from the shotgun. Turning it on! Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him!
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Got his man down the middle. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Touchdown, UCLA! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Appalachian State has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 14 to East Carolina. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
There's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for 3rd and California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back. Let's see what happens next.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Stanford with a 4th down play, and they're still going for it to open the final period. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Stanford.
Stanford with a 4th down play, and they're still going for it to open the final period. Has to get there to move the sticks. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He'll keep it himself. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Makes the catch. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Back to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play, now giving up a negative play on second down. You better be very careful about this third down play call.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is good! And now they regain the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. Here's the handoff. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. It'll be a draw. He is going nowhere. stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Got rid of it just in time. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. No, he got loose. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Stanford at the line on 1st down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harris. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. It's a draw. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. First and goal as they can just take their time and try to put this one out of reach. pound it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Stanford!
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
UCLA 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play. It's third down.
The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll throw on third down. Got the quick pass. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you